chat room because I wanted to see, because Monday is going to be it should be, I was going to say it should be Wildcard Monday, but now I think maybe we should do Wildcard Wednesday. Wildcard Wednesday, where we work on, because I wanted to do Wildcard Monday to work on whatever we wanted to work on, but I was going to somehow finagle it into working on Kekbo. So I'm still looking at the camera as though it's right here. Okay. So, but as though I still wanted to work on Kekbo. But okay, we will work on, let's see, Monday. Let's see. So if we had Wildcard Wednesday, what of the map Monday, I was trying to think of like what kind of wordplay I could do, like Wildcard Wednesday and Topology Tuesday, right? We could work on the map, topographical map. Thursday, we could, I don't know. But anyway, Matthew says, most definitely forgot to push live. Wait, did I not? Am I streaming? I am streaming. Am I streaming? What the hell's going on? Now you guys, wait, I don't know if I trust you guys. Wait a minute. I'm streaming. You guys are literally making me look this up on my phone because I don't know if I'm streaming or not. I don't trust any of you. Addy goes places. All right? You motherfuckers. Cora, I'm live, you motherfuckers. God damn it. Damn it, you're making me look like an idiot on my own stream. How dare you? How dare you? Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to, okay. Let's take this one step at a time. First, I had the how dare you GIF, and I wanted to make that an emoji for members. So let's see if we can figure out how to do that. I don't remember how to do it, but how do we do it? No, we don't do it like that. How to set custom emojis for channel members on YouTube. All right, let's see what we got. Surely, okay, file format. Okay, where in YouTube do I do it? Click on the Earn tab. Earn memberships. All right, we got Earn, and then we have memberships up here, and then we go to Your Perks and customize default perks. So under Your Perks section, where is the Your Perks section? Your Perks. I don't see that section. This has been a problem on the internet for a few years now, where they are changing UIs so rapidly and so often that it takes just 2 months for help to become stale and useless. Okay, I'm just going to search for the word perks. Let me see. Okay, why did now you guys really got me concerned, because like the chat room's all of a sudden really quiet. Nobody responded when I said, am I really live? I don't see any, I'm just going to start kicking people from the chat room. Okay, let me see. Your perks. Okay, for you. All right, let's say we got that. Recent comments, recent videos. I don't see, okay, I mean, there's customization here, but that's not the same customization. At least I don't think it is. No, it's not. This is like channel customization stuff. So I don't, for you, learn more, resources, see your members, all right, total members. This is unbelievable. I mean, I don't see this anywhere. Like, where? Oh, Lisa says, oh, wow. I'm not sure what she is wowing, but oh, wow is right. Oh, wait, here we go. Your membership offer. Levels, badge, emoji. Boom. Okay, so after 1 month, no. Upload. We want, okay, let's do emojis. And then, all right, so I downloaded, let me look at this. Let me look at this off screen really quick. I did download like a how dare you, but I want to make sure I don't remember if it was this computer or another one. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it was called how dare. Yes, there it is. Greta, how dare you? Okay, let me put the camera back on. I think we're safe. So you can see Matthew's there from the last time I uploaded an emoji. Okay, so we could just do this right here, and then we could do this right here. All right, and then this is going to be how dare you? Oh, wait, special. Okay, how dare you? There we go. And I remember we had a problem with animated GIFs, but oh wait, okay, yeah. I guess we finally did get animated GIFs working. So there's how dare you, and then save and publish. As you gain more members, you can upload and share even more emojis. Okay, so save and publish. So actually, that is that's the extent of the emojis. Image aspect ratio must be 1:1. Oh, my stars and garters. Why? Okay. All right, Matthew, if you are available, and if you can find me a suitable GIF, I will be please. That would be great. If you that's your mission, Matthew. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find a Greta Thunberg "How dare you" animated GIF that will meet the YouTube requirements. Godspeed, sir. Henna says, don't know why said be right back when I have AirPods and live chat in the phone, but meh. It's because you've had a little too much beer. All right, so it's today. Okay, there's Matthew giving the salute. All right, and then as far as what we're going to work on today, I really want to work on the map, guys. Like, that's all I kind of want to work on. I just want to keep working on the map. Like, okay, but where were we with the game? I was talking to somebody today, and they asked, like, how's the game going? And I kind of, like, explained, like, the situation about how, like, you know, that, like, I come on the stream, and then I don't work on the game, and then, so I was like, I don't even remember the last things I was working on the game. So let me see if I can remember that. Oh, okay, all right. It's kind of coming back to me. Let me look. Let's look at the last, okay, so the branch that we're working on is called Lisa's Boobs. I don't know if Lisa was here when we named it that. Let's see. In this commit, I'm adding the animal pack that I downloaded because Lisa is making fun of the way I speak, even though she speaks like a third grader with a speech problem, and that's probably why her dad went out one day for a gallon of milk and never came back, unlike Matthew's father, who did go out to get milk, but he did come back. However, he didn't have milk. Instead, he had beer. All right, that was not one of my better commit messages, but I'm kind of wishing that I mean, I guess I kind of did say what that commit message is, so it's mostly the animal pack. All right. Okay. What else was in this branch? I don't even know what was in this branch. That's it. That's all that was in the branch. This is the initial check-in of some code that allows NPCs to be animated. All right. So let me see. I went to Best Buy today because, as most of you know, I am going to be, let's just say, relocating. I'm going to be relocating. Oh wait, let me. Okay. Let me get the timer back up, and then I will time myself because I have to pay attention over here for a second. So, let me get started on that right now. Okay. All right. I'm done over there. I can stop the timer so it doesn't give me a heart attack. Okay. So we come over here, and then we have these guys. This one's animated. Let's just kind of, I feel like maybe we should animate. I'm thinking maybe we should animate the prefabs. Right? So we know how to do it because we have an animation controller. Well, wait a minute. Why isn't the animation controller just another component? Is it? I don't think it is, but yeah, it's not. Like, why? It just feels like it should be. And can multiple I guess multiple NPCs can have the same controller. And then okay, so the controller is basically the play this, play that, transition from this to that kind of, it's the controller, and then okay, but it's not storing the state. Basically what I'm getting at is, does each NPC need its own controller? I'm pretty sure no. Yeah, no. Just like each NPC does not need its own mesh or its own like this skeletal mesh bodyguard avatar. This is shared. This particular resource is shared among several NPC models or NPC objects. Let's just say objects. I was trying to think of a word there. So this avatar is shared by multiple objects in the same project. So I'm guessing that the controller is the same way. So, okay, let's think for a second. So the animator, okay, if I go back here and I had this animator, why can't I just do this in the prefab? And why wouldn't I want to do it in the prefab? So if I go to NPC patrolman, right? And then I put it on here. All right, so let's see. Okay, all right. So Lisa, I don't know. Oh, Matthew says great GIF on Discord. All right, I'm looking. Is it in mod chat? No, it's not a mod chat. Let's see. All right, where did he put? Oh, live stream chat. Okay, how dare you? Okay, let's try this. All right, so I'm going to download it. Download, save image. I'm going to save it on the desktop as Greta, how dare you too. I don't know if it's actually okay. Greta, how dare you too. All right, easy, easy, easy. All right, we're going to come back over here to my Naughty Boy browser, which I don't like to have open because I know I'm going to just like incidentally just like show something that I shouldn't be showing. All right, so replace image, desktop. How dare you too. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, that worked. Save and publish. Image aspect. Okay, so this is also getting this image aspect ratio must be 1:1. All right, is there a tool? Okay, I'm not going to do this in my Naughty Boy browser. I'm going to do this in my Good Boy browser. Let's just go to AI mode and ask. Okay, is there an online tool that will help me fix this problem I have on an animated GIF when I try to upload it to YouTube Studio? All right, let me pay attention over here. Give me a minute and 15 seconds. No, not 48. Okay, there. Okay. All right. So let me come back over here. I have paid attention over there within my allotted time. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a little bling. I have some bling on today, right? Not just the hat. I know you were probably distracted by the hat. I have some bling. I've got a chain, right? You probably were like, whoa, it's really bright and sparkly, man. What's going on? That's the chain I've got on. I've got this cool bracelet that my wife got me when she was in Egypt. And then I've got a ring on my pointy finger. Wait, actually, this might be a thumb. No. On my pointy finger. So I'm decked out. Man. I've got the bling. Don't mess with this because you might not like what you find out. Damn. Okay, wait. Sorry, I don't know why I was talking like that. Say hello from chat. Okay, so be right back. Lisa says, okay, so easy crop tool. This is the most reliable tool you can. Okay, so what do I need to do? Under the aspect ratio settings, click 1:1. Okay, so go to the website, Easy GIF. Easy GIF. All right. What do I do? Can I just upload? Okay, no, I just want to upload. Can I? Okay, let's try dragging. Let's go here and let's go here. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay, wait a minute. Upload it, add white box caption. No, I don't want to add a caption. I want to change the aspect ratio. GIF maker, audio, transform. It would maybe under transform. No. Lisa is back. Lisa, are you off today? Are you working? Like, what's the deal? What's the deal, Lisa? What is the deal? Lisa, tell me the deal. No. Okay, AI is wrong with the easy gift. I don't see it. Like, upload, go to the website and choose crop tool. Okay, crop. Where's the crop tool? I don't see the crop tool. Effects, split, add text, transform, crop. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with fire. All right. We're going to go to desktop. We're going to go over here. All right, easy. All right, we're going to use Matthew's image. Okay, upload. All right, upload. We've uploaded. Okay. All right, man, we are hacking the internet now. Okay, so aspect ratio. Oh, lock aspect ratio 1:1. Perfect. Crop image. Cropped image. Okay. Do not trust this download button. This is add pure safety extension. This is some bullshit like antivirus, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm going to, save. If I click save, will that save it? Okay, perfect. Let's try this now. Let's see if we can finally get this motherfucking image work. Oh, motherfucker, I didn't want to do that. Okay, how dare you? All right, with an E, how dare you? All right, we're going to upload. We're going to go to downloads. Where is down? Why is there not where? Okay, downloads, fine. Okay. Excellent work, Matthew. Motherfucker. Why? I just want to upload. Why is this so difficult? Are you kidding me? Square. Aspect ratio 1:1. Crop the image. This doesn't look like a square, though. This does not. I mean, in fairness, that doesn't look like a square. Crop. I'm going to try and do this manually. Because normally, with most tools, if you hold the shift down, that will lock it as a square. But I can see that this is not doing that. And since it's an animated GIF, it's a little more difficult. User error. Would you know what? It's not going to be a user error when I put my boot up your ass. Yeah. How about them apples, Lisa? Huh? How about them apples? Wait. Oh, wait. I need to pay attention. I see. I'm only like half paying attention over here, so now I'm getting in trouble over here because of you guys. So let me reset the timer. Okay. All right. And go. How do you spell preferably? God damn it, I can't. Okay, there we go. Oh, it's one F and one R. Okay. Okay. All right. Fine. See, I'm done. I needed less than a minute. Lisa said, I enjoy a good apple. Okay. You know, I'm just ignoring Lisa. I'm just going to ignore Lisa. I'm just ignoring her. You know, I spent, I guess it was yesterday. Was it yesterday or was it Saturday that Flava Pop came into the chat room? I think it was yesterday morning. And I felt, yeah, it was yesterday. It was definitely yesterday. And I felt really bad like how hard I was on him. And so we ended up texting a little bit, and I realized after texting with him for a little while, I realized that I wasn't hard enough on him. So I've tried to get him to come back, but no. But the anger I feel right now with Lisa, it's similar to the anger I feel with Flava Pop. Why do I keep looking here? Is Mulan still there? Okay, Mulan, look what this fucking dog did. Look at this. Look. I moved this, and then what does he do? He gets on the other side. He got on the other side. Mulan, come on, little boy. I know, don't be scared. Okay. Oh, and by the way, guys, I know you can't see it, and I know this is just yet another thing that Lisa's going to give me hell for or try to tease me for, but I am confident in my masculinity. I'm wearing my Sulu. So a Sulu, I'll let you Google it. You guys can Google it, but it is a native clothing item that the Fijians that I got it in Fiji, and I saw men everywhere in these. And I was like, oh, I should get one. And then I went to a, why? Every time, no. I'm getting a message from work. Anyway, when I was in Fiji, I got a Sulu. It's Sulu if you want to look it up. And so I bought one when I was in Fiji, and I was going through stuff because, again, I'm kind of like doing some packing and kind of like straightening things up and like preparing for this basically this move. And I was like, oh, look, it's my Sulu. And so I've been wearing it all day. And you know what? It's actually quite comfortable. Like, you want to see my outfit? Here, look, I'll show you. Oh, now this dog, oh my God. Anyway, here. See? Oh, God damn it, you can't see. Wait. See, it's basically a skirt, okay? It's basically a skirt. So, but I am not insecure in my masculinity. So I do not feel any insecurity in wearing my Sulu. All right. I want to make sure you get the hat. God damn it. I should have worn the Sulu yesterday when Not Shore came to see the room. Yeah, so I met Not Shore yesterday. It was really weird. I don't know, like, I mean, he was saying that, like, where he's from, it's customary to, like, French kiss when you first meet. So, I mean, you know, I didn't want to be rude, right? So you just, like, and he's like, yeah, no, like, when I met Matthew, that's, you know, this was perfectly normal. And I was like, wait, what? You met Matthew? And, like, so anyway, I don't know. It was a weird, but no, he seemed like an interesting fella. I can confirm he is not Inuit and he is not black. So, you might be disappointed. I'm not sure which one disappoints you more, but I know that I was disappointed. He wasn't Inuit or black. Matthew says, sounds like something an insecure person would say. Hannah says, almost like a kilt, except not as fancy. Yeah, this was a plain. So I wanted a white one because the black one's just like I need to be very careful about my next words. I wanted a white Sulu because the black material absorbs a lot of heat and the white material is cooler to wear. It's not as hot to wear the white material. But then I found out that apparently the white ones, oh God, I got to be very careful. The white Sulus are what the children wear, and the black Sulus are what the adults wear. I had to, like, did you see what I did there? I had to be very careful about how I worded my sentences. Anyway, Matthew says, finally, I have an answer. I am not at all. I am not insecure. I am very secure in my masculinity. So I have no shame or insecurities about wearing a Sulu or about telling you that I'm wearing a Sulu. Though I did change into shorts when I took the dog on a walk earlier because I was like, all right, do I really want to walk around the neighborhood in a skirt? And I was like, I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I didn't feel like being asked what my pronouns were. So I was just like, nope, I'll put shorts on. Hannah says, what about those black and white ones? Oh, sorry. Mislooked one pic. Oh, sorry. Missed. Okay. Yep. I got you. Okay. Let's actually kind of do something, right? Like, okay. So I want to try adding the animator to the prefab. I think that's just going to be cleaner. And I'm surprised the avatar doesn't just automatically pop. I guess it makes sense that it doesn't. So the animator is... Did I add it to the right thing? I didn't. Where the fuck did I add it? I wasn't paying attention. That's the problem. I was not paying attention. Okay. I added it to the health slider canvas. Great going. Good job, Addie. Good job. Okay, so let me add it here. All right. We're going to minimize this. All right. Minimize that. Excellent. Animator. Okay, and then there should be an avatar thingy. Right? Is there no... Oh! Wait a minute. Okay. So it looks like this skeleton mesh bodyguard already has an animator on it. So we'll go with that, and then I'll just add the controller. Now, unfortunately, I don't remember what the controller was called. But I can find it by going back here. And, okay, it's called Guard Animator Controller. Okay, I'm going to rename that. I'm going to call it... Wait a minute. No, come over here. Come over here. I'm going to call it NPC Patrolman Animator Controller. NPC Patrol... Oh, I put a space in there. Didn't mean to do that. Patrolman Animator Controller. Oh, made a typo. NPC Patrolman Animator Controller. Patrolman Animator Controller. Okay. So now if I go back to the... If I go back to the prefab, and then I go back to this thing, I got the animator there. And then here's the NPC animator. Okay, and then I do that. Okay. So that is that. That's now on the prefab. If I go back here, the problem is okay, I don't think there's too much special about this animator object or this animator component. I don't think there's really anything special. So what I'm getting at is it going to be okay to delete it? And I think it will be. So let's remove component, and I don't know why I can't remove this thing at the bottom. Remove it. Okay, apply. Oh, wait. Oh, that's right. I remember what this issue was. So I want to do revert is what I want to do. But this is going to cause other problems, I think. Because the enemy NPC script is attached to the prefab. Okay, maybe I just delete it for now. And then just delete it and we just deal with it being deleted for now. Anyway, okay, so let's see if the animation still works. What is this? What's a Sulu? Lisa says. Dress Addy is where... I used to like you, Hannah. I used to like you. But that's fine. That's fine. Whatever. Matthew can have you. Ooh, Addie's in a... I'm not in a dress. I'm in a Sulu, okay? and it's very masculine. The men of Fiji wear them all the time. Okay, it's very masculine, and actually, only the most masculine of men can wear it. Like when you go to buy one, they actually give you a test to see how masculine you are. And when I went to buy mine, they were like, "Oh, here, sir, we don't need to." As a matter of fact, you can have this one for free because I was so masculine. So don't even. Well, technically a skirt. It's not technically a skirt. It's technically a Sulu. Oh, wait a minute. Where did my Good Boy browser go? I accidentally closed my Good Boy browser. All right, let me put this back. All right. Easy, easy, easy. Let me do this really quick. I don't know what's happening here. Just give me a second. Yeah, no, what's happening is I keep. Oh wait, did anybody try? Oh wait, we didn't. I was going to say, did anybody try the "How dare you" GIF? But we didn't get it working. Anyway, I've closed my Good Boy browser or my Naughty Boy browser. I closed it. Okay, Henna. No, Henna. No. We're past that, Henna. We're past that. We're past that. So don't even try. Don't even try with that nonsense. All right, I need a new. Oh, that's High Lung. That's going to be copyright. Oh wait, but it's live. It may not. Probably will be. Oh no. It's High Lung Othen for 2 hours. Okay, let's just go back to the old standby. Okay, there we go. All right. So, what were we going to do? We were going to test the animation essentially, right? Because I put the animation or the animator, I put it on the prefab. Let's see what breaks. Those were for Matthew, obviously. Get a chat room, you two. Wow, I literally keep looking. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. The dog is freaking out. All right. Ugh. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, so something I did. I don't know what I did, but the NPC model is just gone. I don't know what I did. Okay, that's bad. It's bad mostly because I don't know if I can just revert the code because I haven't been practicing very good code hygiene. What? Okay, I think maybe I have. I think maybe I can just revert. Yeah. Okay. Okay, here's what we're going to revert the code. We're going to revert the code. Yeah, we're going to do a reset actually. We're going to do a hard reset. Okay, all right. I'm just going to close Unity. I'm just going to close Unity and never open it again. No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go over here. We're going to go St. Aveline. We're going to do get reset hard. Okay, we've reset to hard. We've reset to hard. Okay, I'm going to delete this, and we're going to kind of start over is what we're going to do. We're going to take it step by step. And then Kyle Lopez, 629, is in the room. Kyle Lopez, welcome, Kyle Lopez. Oh, now he's saying goodbye. He's already leaving. Thank you for scaring him away, Hannah. I appreciate it. Thank you for scaring him away. He comes in, Hannah waves to him, he bolts. Like, thanks, Hannah. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Oh, he says he'll be back soon. I'll be back soon. I hope you are, because Kyle, we have a special surprise just for you. I lost it. There it is. No, Kyle, we have something just for you, Kyle. Just for new listeners. I will finish one of your videos, then I come back. Well, why wouldn't you just finish this one? Right? Like, just finish this one. Well, wait, are you here for the travel channel, or are you here for the programming? Like the computer programming. Are you here for the travel or the code? Travel or code? Which one is it? Matthew says, I'm on a game right now, so I'm not really here, but always got time for my I'm not jealous of you. I'm not jealous at all. I think Hannah thought I was, I always get the who you would be jealous for confused. I think Hannah thought I would be jealous of Matthew for taking Hannah's attention away from me, but she got it reversed. You see? So I'm not jealous at all. Okay, let's try this again. Actually, let's go ahead and run the game to make sure it works. Okay, so he should be okay. So this is where we were. This is where we were. Okay, but he's animated. That's it, with those huge hands. Look at the size of these hands. Those hands are huge. Let me see something. Okay. All right. So I really we got to talk. Well, we don't have to talk, but I really got to talk. Like I need to figure out what streaming is going to look like once I do this relocation. Because I'm going into the witness protection program essentially, and so I'm trying to figure out how 7 p.m. UTC2 or GMT2, 7 p.m. GMT2 is roughly. It's not roughly. It's exactly. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to. Okay. Just I'm gonna run away from him. It's 1:00 p.m. on the East Coast, which if you've ever browsed YouTube in the middle of the day, which I know you've never done because that's rare, but there's lots of live shows on during the day. There's lots of live streams. Oh my god, that crab is actually kind of horrifying. Wait, what the hell? The frog it looked like he was jumping at me. Everything's alive. But there's actually tons of live. Kyle, you're back. I saw. Good. I'm glad you're back. Man. You finished my one video very quickly. Yeah. So I think 1 p.m. that could conflict with work because there's twice a week. There's a meeting at 2 p.m., which means that's 8 p.m. I don't know. The thing is I don't want to stop streaming. Like normally, when I go on these trips, when I go on a trip, it's like I go on a trip and then I'm gone for 2 weeks and maybe I stream a little bit, but you guys know as well as I do that I don't actually pick up the regular streaming until I get back from the trip. And so this is different. Because this is basically a move. And so I'm only going to have my max, at least at first. When I get there I leave on Friday, I get there on Saturday. I'm going to be dead tired on Saturday. Most things are closed on Sunday. And Kyle says, I will subscribe to you. I appreciate that, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. Click and subscribe. No, so And I took next week off work. I'm on vacation next week. I'm off work the entire week. And so I think that's where I'm going to go, and I'm going to buy like a desk. Hopefully, I'm just going to get a cheap one. I'm not buying anything really expensive. I'm going to buy a desk, a chair. I will spend a little bit of money on a chair because, like, I remember my friend Gabe just being like, I remember I told him once that I spent like $80 on a pillow, and this was like in 2008. So it's like 2008 $80, which is probably like $600 today, right? So. And he was just like, why? Like, I'm like, well, what do you do? And he's like, I go to the store and I spend $5 on a pillow, because he was really cheap. But like, my logic is, you spend a third of your life with your head on that thing. Literally, a third of your life is spent with your head on a pillow. So I'm going to spend some money on it. Now, I'm not going to like take out a second mortgage on my house, but I am going to spend some money. I'm going to spend more than the $5 or $8 or whatever he was spending. Like, no, I don't feel guilty putting down close to $100 on a pillow because I'm using it so often. As a matter of fact, I'm taking a pillow with me. So I'm going to buy a cheap desk. The desk I'm not super concerned about. Like, I really just like basic table will be fine. It's kind of laggy for me. Does anyone else have the same problem? I don't know. Matthew, Henna, Lisa, anybody? So I'm going to buy, look, you know what? I'm going to work this out. I'm going to put this in I'm going to do this. Let's see. VS code. No, you know what? Let me turn this off really quick. I'm going to start a spreadsheet. But I don't know what is in my Google Docs, so I want to okay, come on. Can you just load up, okay? Oh my god, just give me the fucking website. Oh my, why does everything got to be like sign on? Oh, okay. Oh my god. All right. Docs.google.com. All right. Blank document. I don't want to document. I want to. I'm not losing my temper. I'm not losing my temper. I'm not losing my temper. Everything is fine. Just because I can't get. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Thank you. Okay. So like I see like what did I say? Let's start the tally, right? Let's see. We're gonna call this item. Oh my god. Item and then price. Make this a little bit bigger. All right. And then we can zoom this in a little bit so Matthew can see. Excellent. Okay. And I want to and guys, look, we're trying to make a good impression for Kyle. Okay. We're trying to we want to make a good impression. So Matthew, pants on, Henna, shirt off, Lisa, boobs out. Not sure. You're not here. Keep it that way. Everybody else, just chill. Just chill. Okay. So we've got a desk. I'm going to buy a desk or a table. I figure that's going to be what? What do you think, Matthew? I'm going to say $40. All right, $40. You know what? I'm going to we can go $100, right? And then chair. This could be expensive. The chair could get expensive, right? I'm going to say $300. Like this chair, I love this chair. Like, I wish I could take this chair with me. Like, I wish I could take it with me, but that's a little too big. What else do I need? You know, I'm taking the Keytron laptop. You know what? I don't feel like doing this. Let's go back to the game. Now I'm just getting depressed. All right, just never mind. Oh wow, look at the sunrise. The sun's rising. Okay, so he is in fact animating like he would. $20 for a chair. No. So what I was talking about when I was talking about the pillow, I was thinking what I was getting at is that I have a similar philosophy with a chair, right? Like where I don't see a problem spending $100 on a pillow because I use it so much. It's the same story with the chair. Like I use the chair at least 8 hours a day, right? I'm in the chair so much, so I'm going to spend I'm going to spend some money on a nice chair. So I think this chair was like between $200 and $300, this chair. So I mean, like, these are maximum prices, right? Like, I don't want to spend more than $100 on some table. Like, honestly, you could just take a couple of cinder blocks and a piece of wood, and I'm good. I'm good. As long as it's at the right height, I'm good. I'm still undecided if I want to take this microphone. I'm going to take the webcam. I don't know about the microphone. I think that just kind of depends on space. And then I have... Oh, the dog left. I have this thing, which I'm hoping will make it a little bit more pleasant to stream. This is a docking station, kind of. So, I don't know, man. But I'm gonna be streaming on my Mac for a while. So I hope that's okay, Matthew. I hope you can live with that. Let me see. Oh, wait. I need to give you guys the timer. I'm being unfair. Okay, wait. All right. I need to pay attention off screen for a second. Okay, Kyle. So I have a conversation going on over here that's private. So what I do is I dedicate, in this case, no more than a minute and 15 seconds. All right. So I'm going to set a timer for how much time I can spend on this private conversation starting now. Okay, see? I didn't even use a fraction of that. Okay, so Matthew, like pushing 10 seconds, like pausing every 10 seconds like he is about to leave type of laggy. No. Maybe $20 for a chair. Depends on what chair you want. Just go to Home Depot. Maybe they have what you're looking for. Well, the thing is, Kyle, there's no Home Depot at the place I'm going. There's no Home Depot. None. No. So I'll show you on a map where I'm going, all right? So I live in the northern... Wait, Kyle, first of all, how old are you? Are you over 18? Please don't tell me you're 12. He's over 18. Okay, good. Okay, all right. I'm going to take your word for that. So anyway, I live in the Washington, D.C. area, near the nation's capital, near the capital of, I would say, maybe not the greatest country in the world, but I would definitely put it in the top 10, maybe top 5. And I would say you might be asking, like, by what measure? Well, the top 10 in murders, maybe, which, okay, fair point. But I would say by the common metrics, like standard of living, overall safety, and I know you're like, well, you can't go to school, like, okay, like that shit makes the news because it's exceedingly rare. That's why it gets headlines like it does. Anyway, but I would say by most common metrics, the United States is in the top 10 of countries to live. And the way I would say is, like, I don't know what country you live in, Kyle, but I don't know why I'm going on that diatribe. I don't know why I'm going on that. Anyway, because Matthew loves to insult America every chance he gets. Goddamn Englishman. Okay, so I live in the wonderful, wonderful area of Washington, D.C., and I will be going far, far away. I will be flying over here. I'm going to do like a little distance thing, and then I will first be landing in the capital of Ethiopia, which is a city called Addis Ababa, or as the locals call it, Addis. All right, so I'll be flying from Washington to Addis. I will have exactly a 1.5 hour layover in Addis before I get on another flight down to the capital of this country called Botswana, to a city called Gaborone. So I will be. Oh, I was close. I wasn't that far off. All right, so there's Gabs right here. All right, and then where's Addis? Was I close? Was I at least? Oh my God! Look at that! I was so close. I think I would be pretty decent at GeoGuessr, but like I was pretty. Now maybe not. But the thing to note here, Kyle, is that I'm going to make a pit stop right over here. I'm taking a flight directly from Washington D.C. to this city called Hausua, in Finland. No, I'm not. Nope. Can't do that because Henna is now property of Matthew, so can't do that. She's his property now. Anyway, I don't know why I'm feeling. It's so quiet. I'm feeling left out of everything. I feel like everybody's gone. I feel like everybody's in a private chat room that I'm not invited to. That's how it feels right now. Okay. Anyway, so let's get back. We do have a mission. We do have a goal. So I think I'm just going to enable this animator and disable this animator. We'll start there. We'll see if this works, which is enabling and disabling. Okay, so he still is animated, which is good. I just love the animals. Kyle says, so the video I was watching earlier was the St. Pierre Miquelon video when you are listening to local. Oh, the driving one where I'm just driving around. It kind of burns my butter a little bit that of my travel videos, the most popular ones seem to be where I'm not on camera and I'm not speaking. That's I should take a hint. Like the driving in St. Pierre and Miquelon is a very popular one. Also the in the Faroe Islands where I just drive around. What was I can't even remember the name of the capital of the Faroe Islands. Oh my God, that's going to drive me nuts. Torshavn. But anyway, so driving around in St. Pierre and Miquelon, very popular video. I don't speak, I'm not on camera. Driving around in Torshavn in the Faroe Islands. I don't speak, I'm not on camera. Very popular video. Driving around in Greenland in the capital of Nuuk. Probably my most popular video. Nope. Not on camera. I don't speak. Oddly enough, I have one, I think, not in Ushuaia, but in Punta Arenas, which is in the southern tip of Chile. And that one actually does not actually get a lot of traction. I don't know why. What was I going to do? Maybe you should come back to Spum? Oh, St. Pierre and Miquelon. Duh. I would love to. Like St. Pierre and Miquelon was super sleepy, super quiet, but it was really pretty and very peaceful. And then also while I was there, one of the main reason I would like to go there is so I actually have, when I was there, I found like the one tattoo artist in the island, and right here is my St. Pierre and Miquelon, and you can see it's a puffin or whatever they're called. But it says St. Pierre and under it Miquelon. And so I got tattooed in St. Pierre, and I was supposed to go to Miquelon, except the morning that I went to the airport, they told me something to the extent of there's a possibility that the return flight could get canceled because of the wind. And I'm like, oh, well, if it's canceled, I'll just take the ferry. And they're like, well, the ferry might also get canceled because of the wind. And I'm like, so you're saying it's possible that I could go to Meek Lawn, because I was down here on St. Pierre. I was like, so you're saying it's possible I could go to Meek Lawn and be trapped on Meek Lawn? And he's like, yes. And the problem is that my flight home, well, actually, I was going to Canada, but I was like, my flight out of there was the next day. And I'm like, So I ended up not going to Meek Lawn. I was only in St. Pierre. And interestingly enough, Meek Lawn is this big group of islands right here. These like 2 big islands, and they're huge compared to St. Pierre, but St. Pierre is the more populous of the 2. But I want to go back to go to Meek Lawn, even though there's really not a lot there. I did like St. Pierre, though the internet was not very good. Like, in general, the internet was, like, I stayed in 2 different places while I was there. The internet wasn't that great. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't that great. Let me see. Oh, are you still awake? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, no wonder why you're so sleepy in St. Pierre and Miquelon. It only has 6,000 population. Yeah, how do you know about St. Pierre and Miquelon? So actually, when I sound like this, I sound like the Canadian immigration guy, because when I was so I flew from St. Pierre, and then I flew to St. John's, and I ended up staying in St. John's for, I don't know, I stayed in St. John's for I think a week. And when I went through Canadian immigration, the immigration officer pulled me aside. Like, everybody else is going through, no problem. Like, they grab their bags, they walk on through. Grab their bags, walk on through. And then as I'm trying to walk through, he's like, "Hey, come over here, let me talk to you." And I'm like, "All right, yeah, I got nothing to hide. I'm not doing anything." And he's like, "So, what, you know, where are you headed?" And I'm like, "I'm just going to St. John's for a week." And he's like, "So you were in St. Pierre?" And I was like, "Yep." And he's like, "How long?" He's asking me, like, how long was I there? Like, what was I doing there? And then he's like, "You know, like, most Canadians have never even heard of St. Pierre. So, like, how did you hear about it?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I mean, I've known about it for a long time." "Yeah, but, you know, like, where did you first hear about it?" Like, "I don't know. Like, are you going to ask me, like, where I first heard about Canada next? Like, I don't know." And he asked me, like, what I'm doing for a living, if I'm married, and then what my wife does for a living, and why I'm traveling a lot. And I'm like, and, you know, this is, I've done a lot of traveling. I have never gotten hassled more than I've gotten hassled when I go to Canada. And I just realized something. I wonder if I have a mark on my record in Canada, now that I think about it. So a long time ago, now I don't know, hopefully the statute of limitations is passed on the story I'm about to tell you, but a long time ago, myself, my girlfriend, my friend James, the one I talked about a couple of months ago who died, and his boyfriend James, the 4 of us, we drove from the Washington, D.C. area. We drove up the East Coast, driving, up through Maine, driving. We crossed the Canadian border in this town called Calais in Maine. Where the hell is it? It's somewhere around here. Calais, Maine. Calais, right here. So we crossed the border in Calais, Maine. And so at the time, the 4 of us, all 4 of us were heavy pot smokers. And this was, I'm old, Kyle. So this was like a week before 9/11, like a week or 2 weeks before 9/11. Because I remember driving home from this trip and going past New York City and looking at the World Trade Center. And then like a week later, it's, you know what? It might have even been sooner. It might have been the weekend before the World Trade Center. Anyway, so the 4 of us were driving up, and then, oh, Will Tyler, shocking. Hi, Will Tyler. So the 4 of us, we drive up, and we were huge potheads. We At this time, I loved my weed. We all loved weed, all four of us. Well, we were going from the United States into America, and we knew that they would search everything. We suspected they might search stuff. And so we were like, okay, where is the one place we could hide a bag of weed where it would likely not get found? And likely not get found with a pat down. If Henna is still listening, I bet she could think of a place. I bet she could probably think of a place. If Henna was still here on the glove box. Oh, that's close. That's close. You're on the when you mention box, you're in the right territory. Will Tyler says if low class had a scent, it would be weed smoke. This was in the year 2001. This was in September 2001, like a week or 2 weeks before September 11th. So I was 26. All right. I'm allowed to be a pothead at 26. At 56, then it's a problem. At 26, okay. It's acceptable. Anyway, so we're like, where's the one place we could hide some weed? You notice that Matthew and Hannah haven't said anything in like forever. Like, not jealous at all. I'm not jealous at all. Anyway, long story short, they searched everything. They searched every nook and cranny they could. And so what did they, I think what tipped them off is they did a cursory search and they found like some box that had like weed remnants in it. And it was like, nah, you know, like it like maybe had a couple of little, like a little bit of a leaf or something like that. And so they searched through everything. They opened every bag. They looked in every compartment of the car, everything. They did not search us personally, but they had a dog come out and like they searched every nook and cranny. And they confiscated the box that had the remnants of weed. And you know what else they confiscated? This road trip was to take place over, I think, 8 or 9 days. 8 or 9 days. And this was in 2001. So the internet wasn't quite what it was today. Internet speeds and internet availability was not as encompassing, or it wasn't as available as it is today. So my friend James and his boyfriend James, I was friends with both of them, but I was closer friends with James than I was with James, because I knew James for a long time in high school, but I didn't meet James until after he started dating James. So anyway, these 8 days. And what did they bring with them? Like a stack this thick of gay porn magazines. A stack this thick of gay porn magazines. Like, really? Like 8 days. 8 days. You couldn't go without your gay porn magazines for 8 days? Like, why? Like, why? I don't understand. Like, why? Like, nope. 8 days they couldn't go without their gay porn. So they confiscated the gay porn. The Canadian officials, they confiscated the gay porn, and they confiscated the little box that had the remnants of the weed. And then they let us through because they didn't find anything, because the weed, well, for legal purposes, I will say that the weed, it was in a safe place. We'll just put it that way. It was in a safe place. The weed was in a safe place. Kyle is saying, have you been to Atlantic City in New Jersey? Yes, a long time ago. If not, you shall go there. There is a lot Oh, casinos inside in hotels and some other cool stuff. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan of. I was just talking to somebody today also about Vegas and how I've never been to Vegas and I have no desire to go to Vegas. Kyle says bye. I guess he's leaving. Will Tyler says I feel like this story has too much detail to be factual. I think the magazines were Addie's. No, because I had my girlfriend who I could have sex with, and I had the internet. I mean, like the internet. Well, actually, I guess porn wasn't as readily available in 2001 as it is today. Like it was actually kind of scarce, but it's still like I wish I could ask James, except he's dead. Like I wish I could ask, like, why did you have to bring gay porn for an 8-day trip? Was it that important to you that you be able to see pictures of a man sucking another man when you have a man, when James could just ask James to suck James? Like, what? Like, oh my God, it's infuriating. Oh, anyway. Yeah, Hannah and Matthew, they've just, they're gone MIA. Yep. Kyle says, see you soon. Well, since neither Henna nor Matthew are here, I'm going to take this opportunity to work on a map. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on what I want to work on. Not Shore's not here either, so I'm going to work on the map. And Will Tyler likes maps, so we're going to work on something that I enjoy. I'm pretty sure this is the latest. Yeah, this is the latest. All right. So I wanted to build this area up a little bit because so I have the wiki page. So actually not the wiki page. So I have these short stories. So this I'm mostly just talking to Will Tyler now. I have these short stories that I have AI generate for me at bedtime so that I have something to read, because it's more satisfying to read a story that I tell the AI to write. Like I don't like I give it some creative freedom, right? Because I want to be surprised, but I can give it the plot, I can give it like some story beats, I can give it all kinds of stuff. But I prefer so I like that. Joke Spot is here. Is this GTA 6? No, this is the map of GTA 6 is what it is. Will Tyler says, I've been working on my maps a bit lately. Claude is working while I drive to a swim meet. So anyway, as I have AI generating these stories, I'm noticing that I'm realizing that there's just a lot of emptiness. So I gotta build this up. So I want to build this area up a little bit. But this area already has I don't know. I'm kind of going back and forth on what I want to do, because if I look over here, this is actually the published map. Come over here. So, okay. So one thing we can do really quick is build up this harbor area, because this is actually a little harbor that I want to build up. And there's actually plenty of stories related to that harbor. So let's give it a little map. It's not going to be as big as some of the other cities, because it's just a little harbor town, but I want to give it a little map anyway. And that means it's going to have little piers as well. Ooh. Okay, so let's do that. All right. I'm gonna. All right. I got to make a good impression because my friend Stefan is here. So, so this is another thing. I don't think Henna and Stefan have ever been in the chat room at the same time. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're the same person, because they're both Finnish. So could be. It's a little awkward that they've never been in the chat room together. All right, I'm going to tone it down, and I'm just going to do some like chill, like sculpting is kind of like how I like to think about it. It's literally just like sculpting these vertices and everything. Like this is like too hexagonal. Maybe let's see. I'm trying to think of a good small city with a harbor. I guess we could just ask AI for that, right? Name a few small or a few small coastal towns with a harbor. Let's see what it comes up with. Something like less than 1,000 people of population. Booth Bay and Harbor, Maine. Jokespot says it is very sus. It is very sus. It's very sus. It's very sus that neither you nor Henna are ever here at the same time. She was here earlier, then Stefan comes in, and now she's gone. Coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, Booth Bay Harbor. Booth Bay Harbor, Maine. Will this give me an option for a map? Did you know, Will Tyler? So, look, if I go to Google, I'm going to go to Google.com, and I'm going to look up Booth Bay Harbor. I get this. I get this nice little map inset, this little component here, and I can click it, and it opens this map, and then I can click this, and it opens this map. But did you know that in Europe, and this pisses me off every time I go to the EU, you don't have this map component. Why? Because it's illegal. It's illegal. I remember looking it up, and for some reason, I think it has something to do with a monopoly, and it's some of the things, some protection against monopolies or something to do with that. But you don't have this map component to click on. So if you want to look at the map, you have to go to the map website and then type the city in separately. It's a pain in the ass because I have to do an additional 2 steps. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's yet another reason that Europeans are gay. I don't like it. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to click this. I want to look at this in Bing Maps. I've never tried this in Bing Maps, though. That's an image. Can I just look at the map? I've been to Booth Bay and Bar Harbor. I've been to Bar Harbor. I don't think I've been to Booth Bay. I liked Bar Harbor. I like Bar Harbor quite a bit, actually. Bar Harbor is very nice. Booth Bay Harbor, Maine. Okay, so this is actually perfect. This is actually really good. This is very similar to what I imagine. What I imagine this little harbor city looking like. Where are the piers? Or the dock? Where do the ships come in? Where are the docks? Let me look it up on Google Maps because then I can... Let me see. We drove up the coast from Boston to Canada. No weed or magazines, though. Also didn't get searched. No, but what I was thinking was, I wonder if that incident from 2001 is on my record, right? So every time I try to enter Canada to this day, it pops up. Maybe not red, right? Because if you have a DUI, you can't even get into Canada, right? So maybe it's not a red, do not admit into country type of warning. No. But maybe it's a yellow. Maybe it's a suspected weed smoker with gay porn. Like maybe it's like, so it's like just be careful of this guy kind of thing. I think that's probably along the lines of what it is. Okay, I want to find up. Okay, there we go. This is what I was interested in, this thing. But it's not reflected on the maps. I guess it well, that's interesting. This house is. Okay, that's okay. That's all right. Okay, what I'm mainly interested in is kind of like messing with the shape of the bay or of the harbor, and then some of the main roads around it. And then we'll do that. Of course you are flagged. What? I didn't do anything. First of all, the marijuana, it was stored in a secure, dark, warm, soft, wet place. All right? It was perfectly safe where it was. And second of all, it wasn't even they weren't even my magazines. Like, I don't know why James and James felt the need to get explicit homosexual sexual material into Canada. Like, why? Like, it's still to this day, it's still, I still don't understand the reasoning. Like, you're sitting there and you're packing like, oh, okay, now I'm going to need my glasses. I'm going to bring my water bottle. Let me bring a jacket just in case it gets cold. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me bring a printed, let me bring my magazine. Do we want to bring, like, or Grinder, or Big Things? Like, what is the logic there? Like, they literally had to make a decision of what to pack and what not to pack. And somehow, the gay magazine, the gay porn magazines somehow ended up on the pack list, the list of pack. Like, I don't get it. It's just the strangest decision in my mind. You are guilty by association. Will Tyler says he has to go. So Will Tyler's leaving. Everybody's left me. It's just me and Stefan. And he's going to be leaving soon too, because God forbid he's up past 12 o'clock. Wait, what time is it there? It's going on 1 o'clock, sir. What time is it in Finland? Wow. Oh, you said you were up for the Belgium-Egypt. Great game. I forgot that the World Cup was even going on. Is there another game tonight? I think there probably is. World Cup 2026. Okay, so schedule. Today, 9 p.m. Oh, 6 p.m. Okay, Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay. Maybe I'll watch that. Yeah, there's a lot more games because they added. I didn't realize. I mean, I realized it once the games had started because there were so many. I'm like, did they add more teams? And then, yes, they did add more teams. It's horribly late. It is horribly late. You know, Stefan, you know our motto. Like your motto and my motto. Like, nothing good happens past 7 p.m. So, like, just might as well go to bed. Okay. Let's, I want to make sure I get my measurements right. So if I measure from side to side of this harbor, that is about 245 meters. If I measure from side to side of this harbor, I want it to be like roughly the same. I'm hoping it's roughly the same. It is, okay, so it's 634 meters. So it's actually a considerably larger harbor than this. But maybe that's okay because maybe what I'm getting at is like this could be a harbor that actually harbors big ships, right? Whereas this doesn't. I mean, I see that there's a ferry, but the ferry comes here. Oh, there's a ferry, all right. No, the ferry comes here. It doesn't go into the inner portion of the harbor. So I think we can still work with this. All right. And we got to make this a little more, make it a little more natural. A little more organic, a little softer around the edges. Nature is softer than this would let you believe or lead you to believe. Jokespot says, "Yeah, I have to call it a day. See ya. Fine. Abandon me. Everybody leaves. Everybody leaves eventually. Yep. Nope. I wasn't excited to talk to you. Nope. I wasn't excited to have a stream with Henna and Matthew either. And nope. Everybody leaves you eventually, boys. That's how it works. They all leave you. Friends, they abandon you. I gotta go to bed. Oh, I gotta go see my mom. She's dying. Like, there's always excuses, always lame excuses. All right, let me see. All right, well, that's fine. Since there's nobody in the chat, I am not under any pressure to entertain anybody. I mean, there are still people listening or watching or whatever, but I am under no obligation to be funny, entertaining, or whatever. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to be me. All right, let me do this. So this kind of has this, like, I kind of like that. I'm going to try to mimic that. Like, we'll mimic it, like, here, right? Like, we'll do something similar. I'm going to turn off the label. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to get it exactly right, but I'm kind of just using it as a guide. Oh my God, I'm trying to alt tab to the other application. Okay, let's alt tab. Okay, alt tab. Okay, that's all I wanted. I just wanted a simple alt tab back and forth. All right, we got that. Okay, we're gonna do this easy. All right, so there's a game in like a half hour, which is good to know. All right. I have found that, like, it is very kind of like relaxing. I feel like I've never, what are those trees called? The trees that the Japanese trees that are like little tiny trees, and you like a bonsai tree. I feel like this is what like the trimming of a bonsai tree would be. Just kind of just very relaxing, just chill, kind of editing, just kind of like creating a little harbor, and then eventually I'm going to create some little roads in the harbor. Doesn't need to be perfect. Actually, perfection's going to look odd. Right? Like these straight lines look odd. Like, you don't have lines that straight in nature. All right, let me see. We're going to come over here. Okay, I have snapping on. I'm going to turn snapping off. See, now that nobody's in the chat room, I'm really tired all of a sudden. Like, I'm like tired. I'm ready to abandon the stream too. Nope, not going to do it. I will do it once my wife gets home, though. Okay. All right. Okay. And see, the thing is like I'm really zoomed in right now. So even though these lines, they look really harsh, they look like those edges look really pointy. As you zoom out, like if I deselect, let me go deselect this. Deselect features from all layers. Why didn't that work? Deselect features from all layers. Deselect features. Okay, deselect features from all layers. Oh, my stars and garters. What is happening? Okay, now QGIS is just locked up. I think I should save while I can. If I can. I don't think I can. Select. Deselect features from all layers. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm just going to go ahead, save this, call it a day. Take the dog on a walk. All right. Here we go. So this, yeah, see, I'm getting this error. And so that's, see, it still looks like crap like this, but this is because when I make changes to this layer, those changes, what happens is I build these other layers. And that's like the layers, see how it says generated over here? But these other layers I build, like the states layer where it shows you the different states and the height and biomes, but basically the land layers, I build those. Those get built when I save this cell smooth layer. But on Windows, you got to be careful about the order, or you got to be careful about what's opened and what's not opened. Basically, Windows is saying like, "Whoa, that file is opened. You can't go editing that." So that's why I'm getting that error. And so I'm going to go down on my Mac and I'm going to edit this on my Mac. And I'm going to go watch that Saudi Arabia game and yeah, take it from there. Let me just check in these changes. Perfect. See, this is a Windows thing. I don't need that file, but I do need these two files. Stage selected. Updating Alona Cliff things. Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, fellas. Well, if there's anybody here, I am going to head out. I hope you have enjoyed your Monday as much as I have. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. I hope to see you then. Until then, mwah, love you. Bye.